to Lovers BL shows had not been so complicated until Not Me was released over a year ago. The plot didn't focus more on their romantic relationship at first but more on justice and social inequalities. Even so, the storyline made it sure that their feelings would still develop naturally while doing their missions. Not Me follows the story of identical twin, Black and White, who have a powerful connection with each other. When their parents separated, White went with his father abroad, leaving his twin behind. Several years later, White goes back to Thailand and learns that Black was viciously attacked and went comatose. White also learned that his twin brother had joined a motorcycle gang and one of them could be the culprit behind the attack. The relationship between White and Sean isn't something we see on a regular basis, and this BL is truly a masterpiece. Not Me can be watched on YouTube. Number 2. We Best Love. Both seasons of We Best Love are true to their nature of enemies to lovers, and that's exactly why I fell in love with these dramas. We Best Love follows the story of Shuyi, who always comes in second after Shida in their school ranking. When they are about to go in college, Shuyi is so excited because finally, Shida won't be around anymore. But he was dumbfounded when he saw Shida during a swimming competition in his senior year. It's indeed one of the most popular enemies to lovers BL series of all time, and it's a crime if you haven't seen this yet. We Best Love can be watched on WeTV. Number 3. Bad Buddy. One of the BL series that stormed us back in 2021 is Bad Buddy, and I still can't get over with that drama. It was fun to watch, but there was also a thrilling experience for anticipating what would be the endgame of the main characters. Bad Buddy follows the story of Pat and Pran, who had always been rivals since their childhood due to their families. Upon growing up, Pat and Pran decide to end their rivalry and secretly become friends without their families knowing. As they become closer with each other, the two start to develop feelings they never expected to feel. The combination of romance, comedy and enemies to lovers definitely made Bad Buddy one of the most successful BL series ever. Bad Buddy can be watched on YouTube and WeTV on some regions. Number 4. History 3. Trapped. It was year 2019 when this BL first aired, and even though it wasn't a locally hit, the international fans adored this series so much. History 3. Trapped follows the story of Tang Yi, a gang leader who will do everything just to find the murderer of his mentor. Xiao Fei is also obsessed to know more about the case and tracks Tang Yi just to know what he is up to. But an unexpected event helps the two to understand each other. I really hope we still get something like this today just for variety of the BL genres. History 3 Trapped can be watched on Viki, YouTube, and Netflix on some regions. Number 5. The Eclipse. Enemies to lovers plots are already engaging enough, but to add a mystery genre on top of it makes it even more interesting. The first part of The Eclipse started off with so much potential, but the finale got mixed reactions from the fans. The Eclipse follows the story of Aeon, a new mysterious student in school who wants to challenge its rules and regulations to demand the students' rights. Ak and his friends are tasked to dissuade the so-called rebels, and that causes a bad blood between them. I was expecting that some supernatural events would happen in the finale, but at least we got to see a different plot twist. The Eclipse can be watched on YouTube. Number 6. Manner of Death. One of the best BL series that I've ever seen is Manner of Death, and it's not only just because of its plot but also the actors. Sadly, one of the main actors has already announced his departure on his acting career to begin a new chapter of his life. The supposed second season might not happen at all, or there will be recasting. Manner of Death follows the story of Dr. Bunnicut, who carries an autopsy and finds out that the cause of death of a woman is homicide. Due to his knowledge, someone tries to threaten him that leads to his friend's disappearance. Dr. Bunnicut finds clues and all of it leads to one suspect, Tan, who denies everything. The two team up to find the real culprit. Manner of Death can be watched on WeTV. Number 7. Semantic Error. This is one of the most iconic enemies to lovers BL that we had in 2022, and I wish to see something like this again in 2023. One thing that made me enjoy this series was the natural chemistry of the main leads. Semantic Error follows the story of Sang-woo, a university student who always values reason and rules above everything else. When they were required to make a final presentation, Sang-woo decided to remove the names of his group mates who did not help him. Because of this, Jae-young suffers a heavy blow as a senior student who also plans to study abroad. Their cat and dog fights will definitely put a smile on your faces. Semantic Error can be watched on Apple TV, Viki, and Gaga Ulala. Number 8, Light on Me. Another Korean BL that is fit in this trope is Light on Me. It's been 2 years since it aired, but I'm still wanting to have another season of them together. There's also the love triangle between the main characters that adds up to the overall satisfaction of the viewers. Light on Me follows the story of Taekyung, an 18-year-old high school student who has been a loner since childhood. When he decides to make friends for the first time, Taekyung asks his teacher what he should do and is advised to join the student council. There he meets the president, who is so much attractive and yet so kind to him, and also the vice president who gives him a cold treatment. Light on Me can be watched on Viki and WeTV. Number 9. Be My Favorite. Unlike with some titles on this list, the enemies to lovers trope in this BL might not be that intense, but it's still evident in some episodes. Be My Favorite follows the story of Kawi, who magically returns in time during his high school life. Desperate to change his future, he makes sure that he will do everything to be with Pair, save his father from a critical illness, and to gain a different career. But his plans are ruined when he learns that Pisang has feelings for him. It's definitely one of the best BL that aired this year, and I hope to see another fantasy-based enemies to lovers BL drama in 2024. Be My Favorite can be watched on YouTube. Number 10. Laws of Attraction. This Thai BL is still ongoing, and yet it's already here as one of the best enemies to lovers to date. Even though I'm not a fan of its special effects, the acting is one of the best I've seen this year. Film did a great job on portraying Chan, and his smiles are sending shivers down my spine. Laws of Attraction follows the story of Tin, who lost his niece due to a car accident. Tin wanted justice so bad for his niece, but since the suspect is the son of a senator, he couldn't do anything about it. On the other hand, Chan is a ruthless lawyer who believes that money and power are the only important things in this world. To solve the case, the two need to work with each other despite of their opposing views. Laws of Attraction can be watched on iQIYI and YouTube. Number 11. Roommates of Pungduk 304. From their previous BL drama, which involved a tragic ending, thankfully the main characters didn't experience the same fate in this rom-com BL. Their arguments from time to time are definitely telling us that this is a proper enemies to lovers plot. Roommates of Pungduk 304 follows the story of Ji Ho-jun, who is kicked out by his father in order to live on his own. Upon moving to a new villa, Ho-jun and the owner don't have a great impressions with each other, but their fate is even more complicated when the owner of the villa becomes a subordinate of Ho-jun and their company. Since one of the main actors successfully becomes an idol, we could expect not to see him in a BL for a while. Roommates of Pungduck 304 can be watched on Viki and Gaga Ulala. Number 12. Dangerous Romance. This is actually just a bonus since we have only seen the first episode last week, but it's off to a great start. The tension between the two main characters is enough to make me believe that this would be a good enemies to lovers BL drama. Dangerous Romance follows the story of Siloam, a poor yet studious student who has worked several jobs in order to pay their debts. When he and the bully Kanglan cross paths, their lives will change forever. I'm loving that Siloam doesn't let his bullies affect him in any way. Dangerous Romance can be watched on YouTube. If this list isn't enough to satisfy your hunger for enemies to lovers BL series, then here are the other titles you must check out. Number 13. Love Mechanics. Number 14. King Porsche. Number 15. Sotus. Number 16. History 3. Make Our Days Count. Number 17. Beloved and House I Do. Number 18. The Day I Love You. Number 19. Why Are You? Number 20. Stay With Me. Number 21. Kiss Me Again. Number 22. Font Type. Number 23. Fish Upon the Sky. Number 24. Big Dragon. Number 25. A Shoulder to Cry On. There's also a new ongoing Taiwanese BL called Kaseki, dear to me, although I'm not sure if it belongs to this trope. Which of these are your favorite enemies to lovers BL series? Thank you for watching. That's it, and see you on the next one.